Hello, everyone, and welcome back to All Levels English Lab. I'm Emily, and this is episode 3 of our incredibly popular 20 Essential Daily Sentences series. Wow, I am absolutely blown away by the response we've received from the first 2 episodes. So many of you have been sharing how these sentences have transformed your daily conversations and made your English sound incredibly natural. That's exactly what we're here for, making you sound like a confident, fluent English speaker in real-world situations. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. This series is all about teaching you the sentences that native English speakers use automatically every single day. These aren't textbook phrases that sound robotic. These are the real expressions that flow naturally in conversations, the ones that make people think, wow, their English sounds so authentic. What makes me so excited about today's episode is that we're diving into some incredibly versatile expressions that cover everything from encouragement and support to expressing confusion and disbelief. These are the kinds of sentences that add personality and emotion to your English, making you sound not just fluent, but genuinely engaging to talk to. You know, after teaching English for years, I've realized that the difference between someone who sounds like they're reciting from a textbook and someone who sounds genuinely fluent isn't vocabulary size or perfect grammar. It's knowing these everyday expressions that native speakers use without even thinking about it. In today's selection, we have some absolutely fantastic phrases that will help you sound more encouraging, more expressive, and more emotionally connected in your conversations. We're talking about expressions that show support, express doubt, handle awkward situations, and even add some humor to your interactions. What I love most about these particular sentences is how they demonstrate the personality and warmth that makes English such a rich, expressive language. When you master these expressions, you're not just communicating information, you're connecting with people on a deeper level. So whether you're encouraging a friend, expressing confusion about something complicated, or trying to gracefully handle an awkward social situation, today's sentences will give you the tools to sound natural, confident, and genuinely engaged in every conversation. Let's dive right into these 20 incredible expressions that will take your English to the next level. Sentence 1. May it be easy. Let's start with a beautiful expression. May it be easy. This is such a warm, encouraging thing to say to someone who's about to tackle a difficult task or challenge. When you say, may it be easy, you're expressing a genuine wish for someone's success and hoping that things will go smoothly for them. It's like sending them positive energy and good vibes. This expression is particularly common in certain English-speaking communities and has a lovely, almost blessing-like quality to it. For example, if your friend is about to take a difficult exam, you might say, good luck with your test tomorrow, may it be easy for you. Or if someone is starting a new job, congratulations on the new position, may it be easy and fulfilling. You might also hear it when someone is facing a challenging situation. I know you're dealing with a lot right now, may it be easy, and remember I'm here if you need anything. The phrase carries so much warmth and genuine care. What's beautiful about this expression is that it acknowledges that something might be difficult while still expressing hope and positivity. It's more personal and heartfelt than just saying, good luck. Sentence 2. More power to you. Our second sentence is more power to you. And this is such an empowering expression that shows admiration and support for someone's choices or achievements. When you say more power to you, you're essentially saying, I respect what you're doing, or I admire your strength and determination. It's a way of cheering someone on, especially when they're doing something challenging or unconventional. For instance, if someone tells you they've decided to quit their corporate job to become an artist, you might respond, that takes real courage, more power to you. Or if a friend is training for a marathon while working full-time, balancing training with work must be tough, but more power to you. You'll often hear this expression when someone is making a bold decision or standing up for themselves. She decided to go back to school at 45. More power to her. It's like saying, I'm impressed by your strength and determination, and I support you completely. It's particularly powerful because it acknowledges that what the person is doing requires strength or courage. Sentence 3. Nothing else matters. Now let's look at nothing else matters. This is such a powerful way to emphasize what's truly important in a situation. When you say nothing else matters, you're focusing attention on the one thing that's most important, dismissing everything else as secondary or irrelevant. It's often used in emotional or significant moments to highlight priorities. For example, a parent might say to their child, "As long as you're safe and happy, nothing else matters." Or someone might say after a difficult day, "We're all healthy, we're together, nothing else matters right now." You might hear it in encouraging contexts. "You gave your best effort in that presentation." The result doesn't define you, nothing else matters except that you tried your hardest. Or in romantic situations, "As long as we love each other, nothing else matters." Sometimes it's used to provide perspective during stressful times. "I know you're worried about the small details, but remember, the event will be beautiful because we're celebrating your graduation." Nothing else matters. This expression has a way of cutting through anxiety and focusing on what's genuinely important. It's emotionally powerful and often brings comfort or clarity to difficult situations. Sentence 4. Not so good. Let's talk about not so good. This is a gentle, understated way to express that something isn't going well without being overly dramatic. Not so good is more diplomatic than saying terrible or awful. It's a polite way to indicate problems or difficulties while maintaining a somewhat calm tone. Native speakers use this when they want to be honest, but not alarming. When someone asks how you're feeling and you're having a rough day, you might respond, "Honestly, not so good today, but I'm hanging in there." Or if someone asks about a project at work, "The deadline is tomorrow and we're behind schedule, things are looking not so good." You might hear it in response to questions about situations. "How's your car running after the accident?" "Not so good, it's making strange noises and the mechanic says it needs major work." "He's having some complications." What makes this expression useful is that it's honest without being overly negative or dramatic. It opens the door for further conversation while acknowledging real problems in a measured way. Sentence 5. Believe it or not. Our fifth sentence is believe it or not, and this is fantastic for introducing surprising or hard-to-believe information. When you start a sentence with believe it or not, you're preparing the listener for something unexpected, unusual, or potentially surprising. It's like saying, "This might sound crazy, but it's true." For example, "Believe it or not, I actually enjoyed that horror movie, and I usually hate scary films." Or, "Believe it or not, my grandmother just started learning to use Instagram and she's already more popular than me." You might use it to share unexpected news. "Believe it or not, they offered me the job on the spot, no second interview needed." Sentence 6. That's not the case at all. Let's examine. That's not the case at all. This is a clear, definitive way to correct a misunderstanding or false assumption. When you say, "That's not the case at all," you're firmly but politely disagreeing with something someone has said or assumed. It's stronger than just saying, "No," because it completely negates the previous statement. For instance, if someone assumes you got your job through family connections, you might respond, "Actually, that's not the case at all. I went through the same application process as everyone else and was hired based on my qualifications." You might use it to correct misconceptions. People think working from home means you're always relaxed and have lots of free time, but that's not the case at all. I actually work longer hours than I did in the office. Sentence 7. That's what makes sense. Now let's look at that's what makes sense. This is a great way to express agreement with logical reasoning or to validate someone's decision-making. When you say, "That's what makes sense," you're indicating that something is logical, reasonable, or the right choice given the circumstances. It shows that you understand the reasoning behind a decision or action. For example, if a friend explains why they chose a particular college major, "I picked engineering because I'm good at math and the job market is strong. That's what makes sense for my situation." Or when discussing business decisions, "They decided to focus on online sales during the pandemic. That's what makes sense given the circumstances." You might use it to validate someone's choices. "You're moving closer to work to avoid the long commute. That's what makes sense. You'll save time and money." Sentence 8. With pleasure, let's talk about with pleasure. This is such an elegant, enthusiastic way to accept requests or agree to help someone. When you respond with pleasure, you're not just saying yes, you're expressing genuine enthusiasm and happiness about helping or participating. It's much warmer than simply saying yes or okay. For example, if someone asks, "Could you help me move this weekend?" You might respond, "With pleasure, I'm happy to help." Or if invited to an event, "Would you like to join us for dinner on Friday?" "With pleasure, I'd love to come." You might use it in professional settings. "Could you present our findings to the client?" "With pleasure, I think they'll be impressed with our results." It makes the other person feel that you're truly happy to help, not just doing it out of obligation. Sentence 9. I am doing my best. Our ninth sentence is I am doing my best, and this is crucial for expressing effort while managing expectations. When you say, I am doing my best, you're communicating that you're putting in maximum effort while acknowledging that results might still be imperfect or incomplete. It's honest, humble, and shows commitment. For instance, if you're struggling with a difficult task at work, I know the project is challenging and the timeline is tight, but I am doing my best to meet all the requirements. Or in personal situations, learning to drive at my age isn't easy, but I am doing my best and making progress each week. You might use it when facing criticism. I understand the presentation wasn't perfect, but I am doing my best with the resources and time available. It's particularly useful in stressful situations where perfection isn't possible. Sentence 10. I want you to know that. Let's examine. I want you to know that. This is a powerful way to introduce important or heartfelt information. When you begin with, I want you to know that, you're signaling that what follows is significant and that you specifically want the person to understand or remember this information. It adds weight and intentionality to your message. For example, in emotional situations, I want you to know that even though we disagree sometimes, I really value our friendship. Or when expressing gratitude, I want you to know that your support during my difficult time meant everything to me. You might use it for important announcements. I want you to know that I've decided to accept the job offer in another city. Sentence 11. I enjoyed myself at the party. Now let's look at, I enjoyed myself at the party. This is a classic way to express that you had a good time at a social event. This sentence structure, I enjoyed myself at event, is incredibly useful for describing positive experiences at gatherings, celebrations, or social activities. It's more personal and descriptive than just saying it was fun. For example, thank you for inviting me to your birthday celebration. I really enjoyed myself at the party. Or, I wasn't sure about going to the office holiday party, but I actually enjoyed myself quite a bit. You can adapt this pattern to different events. I enjoyed myself at the concert last night. The music was incredible. It sounds natural and appreciative. Sentence 12. I will be waiting for you. Let's talk about, I will be waiting for you. This is such a caring, reassuring way to let someone know you'll be there for them. When you say, I will be waiting for you, you're expressing commitment, patience, and reliability. It can be romantic, friendly, or simply practical, depending on the context and tone. In romantic contexts, no matter how long your business trip takes, I will be waiting for you when you get back. Or in supportive friendship, take all the time you need to make this difficult decision. I will be waiting for you with whatever support you need. You might use it for practical arrangements. Don't worry about being late. I will be waiting for you at the coffee shop until you arrive. Sentence 13. Who cares? Now let's examine who cares. This is a versatile expression that can dismiss unimportant things or express indifference. Who cares is used to indicate that something isn't important or worth worrying about. The tone can range from casual dismissal to emphatic rejection of others' concerns. For example, if someone is worried about a minor fashion mistake, I can't believe I wore 2 different earrings to the meeting. Who cares? Nobody noticed, and even if they did, it doesn't matter. You might use it to encourage someone to stop worrying. What if people think I'm too old to learn guitar? Who cares what they think? You're doing this for yourself. Or to dismiss gossip. Did you hear that Sarah and Tom might be dating? Who cares? It's their business. Sentence 14. Who cares if? Let's look at who cares if. This is a slightly different construction that specifically dismisses concerns about potential consequences or judgments. When you say, who cares if, you're acknowledging a potential issue while simultaneously dismissing its importance. It's encouraging and liberating. For example, I want to take dancing lessons, but I'm worried I'll look silly. Who cares if you look silly at first? Everyone starts somewhere and you'll improve with practice. You might use it to encourage risk-taking. I'm thinking about starting my own business, but what if it fails? Who cares if it fails? You'll learn valuable lessons and you'll never wonder what if. Or to dismiss social anxiety. I want to eat alone at that restaurant, but people might think it's weird. Sentence 15. Are you for real? Now let's talk about are you for real? This is an expression of disbelief, surprise, or sometimes skepticism about what someone has said or done. Are you for real? Can express amazement at something impressive, shock at something unbelievable, or doubt about someone's sincerity. The meaning depends heavily on context and tone. For amazement, you got accepted to Harvard and received a full scholarship. Are you for real? That's incredible. Or for positive surprise, you learned to speak French fluently in just 6 months. Are you for real? For skeptical disbelief, I told my boss exactly what I thought and got a promotion. Are you for real? That's either very brave or very lucky. Or when questioning someone's claims, I never study and always get perfect grades. Sentence 16. Are you kidding me? Let's examine are you kidding me? This is a very common expression of disbelief, frustration, or amazement. Are you kidding me? Is more intense than are you for real, and often expresses stronger emotions like frustration, shock, or incredulous amazement. For frustration, the flight has been delayed for the 3rd time today. Are you kidding me? We're never going to make it to the wedding. Or for work situations, they want us to finish this project by tomorrow morning. Are you kidding me? That's physically impossible. For positive amazement, I just want a free trip to Hawaii. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Or for impressive achievements, she ran a marathon without any training. Are you kidding me? How is that even possible? Sentence 17. Did you point me? Now, I want to address did you point me. I believe there might be a slight confusion here with this phrase. In natural English, we don't typically say did you point me as a standalone question. However, I think you might be thinking of expressions like did you point me out, meaning did you identify me to someone? Or, can you point me in the right direction? Meaning, can you help me find the way? If someone asks, did you point me out to the manager? They're asking if you identified them to someone in authority, possibly in a negative context. I saw you talking to the boss. Did you point me out as the person who made the mistake? Or it might be, can you point me toward the bathroom? Or, could you point me in the direction of the subway station? These are asking for guidance or directions. Another possibility is, did you point at me? Which would be asking if someone gestured toward them. I was sitting across the room and saw you talking. Did you point at me when you were explaining something? If you meant a different expression, please let me know. But these are the most common ways we use point in relation to people in everyday English conversation. Sentence 18. Time will tell. Let's look at time will tell. This is such a wise, philosophical expression about uncertainty and the future. When you say time will tell, you're acknowledging that we can't know certain outcomes right now, but the future will reveal the truth or results. It expresses patience and acceptance of uncertainty. For example, when discussing a new relationship, do you think Sarah and Mike will get married? It's hard to say. They seem happy now, but time will tell if they're truly compatible. You might use it for business decisions. The company's new strategy seems risky. You're right, it could go either way. Time will tell if it was the right move. Or for personal choices, I'm not sure if moving to a new city was the right decision. Don't worry too much about it. Now time will tell, and you can always adjust course. It's also useful for handling gossip or speculation. Everyone's saying the new manager will make major changes. People always speculate about new leadership. Time will tell what actually happens. Sometimes it provides comfort during uncertain periods. I'm worried about my job security with all these company changes. I understand your concern, but try not to stress too much. Time will tell, and worrying won't change the outcome. Or for investment discussions, Do you think cryptocurrency will continue to grow? Nobody can predict the market perfectly. Time will tell what happens. This expression shows wisdom, patience, and acceptance that some things are beyond our immediate control or knowledge. Sentence 19. It is not you, it is me. Now let's talk about it's not you, it's me. This is a classic expression used when ending relationships or explaining personal decisions that affect others. This phrase is traditionally used in breakups to soften the blow by taking responsibility rather than blaming the other person. However, it's become so common that it's almost cliché, and people sometimes use it ironically. In romantic contexts, I think we should break up. It's not you, it's me. I'm just not ready for a serious relationship right now. Or, it's not you, it's me. I need to focus on my career and personal growth. But it's also used in other situations. I'm sorry I can't join your book club anymore. It's not you, it's me. I just don't have time to read the assignments with everything going on at work. Sometimes it's used for job situations. I've decided to leave the team. It's not you, it's me. I need a role that challenges me in different ways. Or for social commitments. I won't be able to continue our weekly dinners. It's not you, it's me. I'm trying to spend more evenings at home with family. The phrase can also be used humorously. I can't finish this pizza. It's not you, it's me. I'm already too full. Or self-deprecatingly. I didn't understand that movie at all. It's not the film, it's me. I just don't get art house cinema. While sometimes seen as a cliché, it can be genuine and helpful for taking responsibility while preserving others' feelings. Sentence 20. It is all Greek to me. Finally, let's look at it's all Greek to me. This is a colorful way to express that something is completely incomprehensible or confusing. When you say it's all Greek to me, you're indicating that something is so complex, technical, or unfamiliar that you can't understand it at all. It's like saying the information might as well be in a foreign language. For example, when looking at complex technical instructions, can you help me set up this new router? The manual might as well be written in another language. It's all Greek to me. You might use it for academic subjects. My daughter is studying advanced calculus, and when she tries to explain it to me, it's all Greek to me. Or for professional jargon. The lawyers were discussing contract details, but all the legal terminology was completely Greek to me. I just want to know if it's expensive to fix. The expression is humble and honest, acknowledging limitations without embarrassment. It's also slightly humorous and self-deprecating, making it perfect for admitting confusion in a lighthearted way. Wow, what an incredible journey through 20 more essential expressions that will absolutely transform how natural and engaging your English sounds. From encouraging phrases like, "May it be easy," and "more power to you," to expressions of confusion like, "It's all Greek to me," and powerful ways to show disbelief like, "Are you kidding me?" These sentences will add so much personality and authenticity to your daily conversations. Think about it, we've now covered 60 essential sentences across 3 episodes. You have an amazing toolkit of expressions that native speakers use automatically every single day. These aren't just words to memorize. They're the building blocks of natural, engaging, emotionally connected English conversation. Here's your challenge for this week. Pick 3 expressions from today's episode that resonated with you the most. Maybe time will tell for those moments when you need to express patience with uncertainty, or who cares, when you want to help someone stop worrying about unimportant things. Practice using these expressions in real conversations and notice how they change the way people respond to you. Remember, mastering these sentences isn't about perfection. It's about adding warmth, personality, and authenticity to your English. Each expression carries emotion and cultural understanding that goes far beyond basic grammar or vocabulary. In our next episode, Episode 4, we're going to explore 20 more incredible expressions, including phrases for making suggestions, expressing sympathy, handling compliments, and navigating those tricky social situations that every confident English speaker needs to master. This has been Emily from All Levels English Lab. Keep practicing these beautiful expressions. Keep building your confidence, and most importantly, keep connecting with people through the power of natural English conversation. I'll see you in episode 4, where we'll continue building your arsenal of essential daily sentences. Until then, remember, it's not about speaking perfect English. It's about speaking authentic, heartfelt English that truly connects you with the people around you. Keep practicing, keep growing, and keep being amazing. See you next time.